Before we go through the actual unit and what you get in the package, I've got a confession. I've been playing about a bit, and yeah, it's amazing. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Now, I don't know a lot about controllers or DMX controllers for something like this, but I am willing to learn, and I'm hoping that I can plug this or connect this to my PC. So I've ordered a cable for that as well. Fingers crossed I can figure out how to do it onto my PC, because I think it'd be even more amazing. Now, I did look around to see if I could fix it somewhere in this room, so I've got it permanently set up, but it's heavy. It weighs 7.7 kilograms, or just over 7.7, and it's quite heavy. Very heavy, actually. Now, in the package, you get instructions. Now, you might think, oh, that's handy. But it's not really, because they're assuming you know what you're doing. and to be honest, I don't. But it's very enjoyable to play about with, and we will get there in a second. So it tells you about fixtures, different modes, manual settings, information factory, fixture reset, things like that. I will go through the menu. It's quite easy to navigate through the menu, but you need to understand a bit more information, like, what's all this mean? Functionality or functions, pan, rotation, things like that. Yeah, you might find it a little bit daunting, you might not. Comes with a nice connection or power connection. This is a DMX power connection with a plug, of course, 3-pin for the UK market. I wouldn't say it's really that long, probably about a metre, maybe just under. It also comes with a daisy chain cable, so you can daisy chain this to another one, or this to one that's already been set up, so you can daisy chain it. And again, I think that's about the same length, about a metre, something like that. And I haven't even got it out of the packaging. There's no need, because I haven't got another unit like this, although I could plug it into my other ones that I've got, because they have DMX and set up like that. Now, it's not powered up, so you can move it about quite freely. It is a little bit noisy on the actual motor, but it's designed for gigs, and gigs are normally pretty noisy anyway, so you probably won't hear it. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's really good. Easy to move about when it's not powered up. It can make the lights smaller or bigger by extending outwards, which I thought that's quite clever, quite clever. And when you first turn it on, it does a calibration to set itself up, which I'm going to show you right now. And if you leave it alone, providing you haven't changed any of the settings, it will give you a little demonstration, which I quite enjoyed actually. It's quite amusing and quite blinding as well. Right, let's go to the back of it. So we have, starting from the left hand side, a DMX in, a DMX out. So DMX in, say you've got a light that's going to control this one, you would put it in there. Or if you want this to control the next one, you put it in there. That's the way I understand how it works. Power in, power out, again for daisy chaining. I'm not sure how many you can actually daisy chain. I would have thought quite a few. I would say probably more than 10. We have a fuse, which is handy because for whatever reason the fuse blows, it's got easy access to get to the fuse. And I thought, well, that's a good idea actually. And we have an on and off switch. Now, something to bear in mind, when you first power it up, make sure you have it in the off position. So when you connect the actual power cable, leave it in the off position, because what will happen is, like I said earlier, this will calibrate. And if you're going like that and you switch it on, it's going to hurt your fingers, or you might get your fingers trapped, so be careful. Yes. One of the things I didn't mention was the bracket. Now this is a mounting bracket, so you can put it on the ceiling or wherever, and that will go on the bottom. Just turn over, that will connect up to there. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. Or if you don't want to do it like that and you want to put it, say, for instance, on the table like here, but you don't want it to move, because this can move quite fast. You might want to put some straps in there to hold it down. Now, I did watch a couple of videos, and one person actually said, if you're going to strap it down, fair enough, but don't do it too tight because you might damage the actual thing itself. Now, on the front, we have a digital display, and I will show you that in a second. Again, I've watched some videos on this, but I did play about it before I watched the videos, and yeah, it's quite easy. It's quite easy to navigate through this. You've got the menu button, you've got the up and down, and when you want to select whatever item it is you want to select on the menu, just press the enter button, and it puts a little marker there saying, well, you've selected this, and then you can scroll up and down depending on what, you know, on what you're actually looking at. And when you finish, when you change the settings, just press the enter button, it gets rid of the little marker, and that part of it's already set. Like I said, I'm going to show you that in a bit. Let's have another quick demonstration and then we'll go through the menu. Right, now let's do the menu. So menu, press that once, press it again, you get into the menu. So we've got DMS address is 1, and to make that work, all you need to do is press the enter button. You get the little marker like I showed you earlier, and then you can press up or down. So let me just turn that a little bit so you've got a better view. See that? So we're on channel 2 now, or DMX address 2. Scroll down to 1, and it goes up to 512. Which is the standard. So I'm going to leave that on 1, press the enter, and you come out of it. Now if you scroll down, we've got fixtures. Now this is where you'll probably mess about a bit more unless you're going to use a proper DMX controller. And we have DMX mode is on STD at the moment, and you can highlight that, scroll through HSI or STD. HSI, STD. Come out of there. Now I've set mine on DMX because I don't want this to be moving about at the moment, but if you press the enter button again, you've got sound, you've got host and DMX again. Now if you put it on sound, if you play music, it will hopefully hear the music and do some moving about with the lights flashing, and it'll be dancing about, depending on what settings you do. And also you need to change your sensitivity. Mine's on 15 at the moment because I don't want the music to be too loud at the moment, because this is just a room, it's not a stage. Come out of there, and then we've got pan invert is open, and you can do close or open. That is it on that. So the lights come on now because I selected sound. So go back up, change that to DMX, turn it off, and she goes back to sleeping. Tilt invert, again, same thing, open or closed. I've left that open. No signal, I left it on clear. If you go on to that, it goes hold or clear. I left it on clear. And sensitivity, I think that goes up to about 100. So if I go down, $99, yeah, 100, because 0 is the 100, or 0 is off. So it goes up to 99, yes. And if you hold the button in, it will scroll through faster, yeah, like that. And that is it for that mode. And then we have manual mode, which in manual mode, mind your fingers by the way, it will try and chop them off if you ain't careful. So you have pan, and you can change, you know, how much pan you want. See it moving? See? So that's your left and the right. And then we have pan fine. So the way that works is it's a more finer movement. See that? It is moving very slowly. Yeah. And then we have tilt. I'm not going to do fine tilt on this one, but let's do tilt. Press enter. Down. And up. Or right over. Oh, it didn't like that. Went too far, I think. Went past the numbers. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty cool. It's a great little gadget. And of course, we have fine as well. Again. It is moving, but it's very gradual. PT speed. I believe this is how fast it actually moves. I believe. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Goes up 300, I think. No, it goes up 250. Yes, 255. And leave it around about 100 mark. Now, dimmer. That's set on 5. I'm going to change that. So you have right, she goes. And that is 255. That's quite bright. And 0. So that'd be off. I'm going to move that down to about 200. Yeah, so that should be picking up some sort of line, maybe not. Let me just move it about. So I'm going to select that. Strobing. Now you might want this on or off. I'm going to turn it down. And that's very dim now. 86. What's that go down to? To go to 255 again? Or up to 255, I should say, yeah. So 255 is quite bright. That's quite nice actually. What else got? Red. So if you just want one colour, you select this one, or not select it if you don't want it. Green, blue, white. CCT. Not sure what CCT is. Anyone? Anyone? Tell me. Yeah, pretty cool. Leave that alone. Macros. That should be 50 or 25. Macros should be 255, which they are. Zoom. Now the zoom is, let me bring it round so you can see the zoom. Right, zoom. Now zoom will bring this out or in. So click on that. That should go up to 255 and then back in again. Hopefully you see that. If not, let's do it again. So that's right in for the zoom. and that's right out. It's quite clever. Let me just show you what it actually looks like. So, gives you a little tiny dot or a big dot. That's well cool. Love it. Like I said, it's a great little gadget. Right, it's come out of there. Actually, I'm going to change that to, say for instance, that. Zoom RO. No idea what this does, but I'm going to have a go of it. Oh, it spins. See that? And that will give you that. No, I haven't played about with that one, so I didn't know what it actually done. Quite like that, actually. Well, cool. We've got effects. Right, here we go, effects. Now, I haven't played with effects. Now, we've got speed, so how fast you want it to move and do the effects. Let's put that up to, let's go for 150. And we have reset, and that will reset everything back to its default settings. And that is it, it's good. And then we have information. It will just give you like timer, current time, total time. It says 0:28 hours. Sensor, all sensors are okay. Just tells you they're all working. Temperature of the actual unit is 39 Celsius. Software version. Yes, you can apparently do an update on the software. Apparently. I haven't tried it myself. Factory reset. Oh, hang on. Factory, if we go into factory, we have a password, pan, tilt, zoom, rotate, red, green, and white, your colours. Come out there. And then we have reset. All reset or factory reset. One or the other, or both. I am very impressed with this little unit. It does everything they claim it does and more. It surprised me, and I've decided I will be making a second video on this unit with the actual cable that I've got coming, providing I can get it to work. The one where you connect this to your PC using a bit of software and a bit of hardware, the cable. That should be here sometime today, and I will be doing a follow-up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if all works out well. From what I've been reading, it should be fairly simple, but you never know. You know, some people say, yeah, all you need to do is this, and then it doesn't work. You know what I mean? But this, on its own, whether you plug it into a DMX or whether you just play about the buttons on the side, it works extremely well. It looks like a little cannon sitting there like that. And yeah, very pleased with it. I'd love to be able to mount it in this room and have it shining down on me. And I might try and figure it out one day, how to get it up there so that it's safe and doesn't fall down and break or land on someone, but also being able to control it to do all different things, like give me different colours, different effects. It'd be amazing. So with that, as always, I will stick links in the video description for you to go and check it out, or in case you want to go and buy them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this little baby for myself. Very pleased with it. Love it. I love it. So with that, if you found this video informative, helpful in any way, consider subscribing, clicking on the bell to get notified for when my videos go live, and giving me the thumbs up on this video. It's moving. Or any of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching. I need to find out where I can put it.